I'd like to take a few moments and introduce you to another in our series of harmonic mechanisms for the mind. This one will be number 10, and we're going to be looking at contrary motion, diatonic contrary motion. We're going to be staying in the key of no sharps and no flats, as we have done throughout this series. If you've not seen the earlier episodes, they're all in a playlist for harmonic mechanisms for the mind. And again, briefly, the reason for the title of this series is George Van Eps wanted to publish his Harmonic Mechanisms books and presented them to Mel Bay Publishing with the title Harmonic Mechanisms for the Guitar and Mind. And Mel Bay didn't much like the "and mind" part and took it off without George knowing, and he told me he was pretty upset about this. So in honor of my teacher and friend, I'm presenting Harmonic Mechanisms for the Mind. I don't pretend that these are going to rise to the level of George's instructions or insight, but I'm hoping they'll stimulate your mind, and we'll do with them what we can. So here's C, 5th fret of the 3rd string. That pitch is both going to ascend and descend. It's as if we've birthed two pitches out of this one. So C is going to go to D, and C is also going to go to B. I'm going to play them one at a time. Here's C, here's B and D. So we can have 9th and 7th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings. C, 5. B and D, 9 and 7. They're going to swap now. The D is going to go to E, and the B is going to come down to A. So now we have a 5th. This is fret 7 and 9, A and E. So E is going to carry on to F, and A is going to come down to G. 10 and 10, G and F. How about so here's G and F. That F is going to go to G, and the G is going to go to F. So we have kind of a voice exchange, which often happens in contrary motion. So this is 8 and 8, 5th and 2nd strings. And now the G has to go to A, and the F has to go to E. 7 and 10, E and A. Remember before we had A and E, so now they've voice exchanged E and A. 7 and 10. D and B. The A is going to go up, and the E is going to come down. 5 and 7. And we're going to double up. What was once one pitch has really become two. Here's two C's now. 8th fret of the 6th and 1st strings. Slowly. Lots of music to be made in there. If you linger, raise some voice against, so oblique motion. Say raise this to D with a B. I'm just adjusting using each of the contrary motion pairs as a starting point to just introduce some voice movement. Hope this might be something that's of interest to you, something to explore. We can certainly start things in different places, and we'll end up with different looks. Maybe that's something you can explore on your own. If you do have questions, please let me know. And I'd like to wish you, as always, a very, very good day.